So SoFi is still getting its butt beat down, trading below $19 yesterday. I'm going to show you exactly my play for it. And if you drop a comment down below, you're going to get my full 2026 wheel strategy guide. Just drop a comment. I'll send that over to you. While you're down there, hit that like button, that subscribe button. And of course, I hope you guys are having a God blessed day. But let's cut right to the chase, guys. I feel your pain, all right? So let's all kind of recenter with what's going on, right? Lots of us are getting assigned puts on SoFi, meaning we agreed to buy 100 shares of SoFi on a certain price on a certain date. We collected some amazing upfront premium, fantastic. But now we are starting to get a lot of assignments. I've got some assignments here, last week and the week before, and most likely going to be getting more assignments this coming Friday and as well as the coming weeks. But how do we play this? How do we manage this? And what do I think as far as how low can SoFi go here? So taking a quick look at the chart here yesterday, we saw that SoFi was actually trading below $19 in pre-market right now. We are at $18.91. Now we are below all of our major technical indicators, right? So even the being at the 50-day moving average of 24.75, the 200-day of 23, and a 300-day of 20, I am absolutely shocked that we have not seen a recovery on SoFi. I really thought we were going to see a really big kind of support here at that 20 level, and I thought we were going to kind of dip below that, hang out for a little bit, and jump above it and kind of play in that 21-ish range for a bit. But we are not seeing that. Now we have dropped below this, and we are now seeing the 300-day moving average more so as a resistance. So where do I think this thing is going? I'm not sure. I'm not here to predict, but next stop really is around that 1750 level. So we'll see how low we actually end up going here. But right now, I want to kind of talk about at least my personal plan. Go do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor of how I'm planning to continue to run with SoFi. I do have some 18 puts in on SoFi right now. I kind of took that trade right from arkpicks.com. Obviously, this is just a purely educational tool, but I always like to do 30 days. So right now, I am shifting a little bit of my SoFi play. Most of you know I've been doing covered strangles on SoFi on a week-to-week basis, meaning I had a covered call and a cash-secured put expiring for the same week, and I was doing that every Friday, and I've been running that for really quite a bit of time here, okay? And it's been fun because SoFi has been really volatile. Now, right now, we're kind of like we're just trying to see where we land here, right? Because we've been below this 30 RSI level. We've been flagged on oversold here for quite a bit of time now, meaning our RSI is below 30. People are pouring out. There's a lot of profit taking happening on this, right? And rightfully so. SoFi has had an absolutely meteoric rise. And this is where we go back to asking ourselves the question, do we still believe in the fundamentals of SoFi? Do we still like this stock? Me personally, yes, I love this stock, right? You can pause this video if you want to read about personally why I love this stock. This is the AI news summaries that we have in Ark Picks that consolidates a bunch of information. Kind of long story short, they had an amazing last quarter and amazing guidance, and they've still been just getting absolutely their butts beat down. And if you want to see what it means for option sellers specifically, you can read about that right there as well. So, excuse me. I am shifting from weeklies right now on SoFi to going a little bit more conservative. I'm going to go monthlies. I want to see a little bit of recovery here, but at the same time, I want to give myself an opportunity to still dollar cost average in, as I'm going to be getting assigned some 18s, most likely maybe this coming week. We'll see what happens with that. So let's go over to the options chain here on SoFi, and I'm going to just go over to the monthlies real quick. I'm going to just go trade SoFi options. We're going to click sell a put. And then right now I am focusing on whatever gets me closer to that 30-ish day mark, okay? And then I always compare. I always make sure are there any catalysts and stuff like that. I always say this in most of my videos. Be careful with your earnings. Obviously, earnings just happened here, but I have this like literally front and center. Next earnings is obviously April 27th. Me, kind of where my mind goes, with SoFi, we don't know what's going to happen, right? Nobody knows what a market's going to do, but I do genuinely believe they're going to continue to just kick ass on their earnings. And I think me DCAing, I think is the right move for me to kind of DCA my way down into this. I got some assignments at 21, 2150s. 18s, and I'm going to be okay. I genuinely just want to ride this wave down and then just reap the rewards later. And I'm going to show you guys specifically what do I mean by that. Well, so right now, again, I'm going to be looking at like 17s. I'm going to be looking at 16s, right? So let's take even a look at the 16s, because the premium even on the 16s is insane, right? So right here, if we crack this open right here, you could see on the SoFis right here, we're collecting about $45 of premium. So if you don't know what this means, basically I'm saying I'm willing to buy 100 shares of SoFi at close on March 27th if it's trading at $16 or below. And for that, an options buyer will give me, between the bid and ask, $45 of premium. Let's toss it into the cash secured put calculator here. Boom, $45 of premium. All my calculators are free, guys. I give them for free at the end of my Ark Options Strategy workshop. First link in the description. You'll get my full trade log template that you see here to keep yourself organized, plus my CSP and CC calculator. Our collateral here is $1,600, right? Every options contract is equal to 100 shares, so 16 times 100, 1,600. Yes, we are $1,600 in collateral. Simple math, guys. 2.81%. I cannot believe we could do CSPs at 16, guys. Man, this feels weird. This feels really weird. Getting a 2.81% return. Obviously, go do your own research on this. This is not financial advice. There are risks with a play like this, and we are at a 34 days to expiration. Outcomes of this trade. Two major outcomes. Number one, let's say in 27 days, SoFi is trading above $16, 17, 18. We're not buying at 16. Obviously, it's not trading at 16. But the bigger risk here, what's going to happen is that, let's say SoFi is trading at 15, 14, 13. It's still getting its butt beat down in a month. I'm still having to buy the shares at 16. Now, there's a lot more management things that we could do with this trade to close out early, but there's nothing wrong with letting everything go to expiration, especially if you're like a busy person. A lot of people in our community do that. But so you just see, this is your outcome of your trade. Are you comfortable owning it at 16? You got to be able to say yes to that. Don't trade stocks that you are not willing to hold. That is how you get burned. Okay, do your own research on stocks. Don't look for YouTubers to give you stock tips. Okay, cannot stress that enough. For me, I do like this trade. It's fairly aggressive. I'm going to continue to ladder step my way down though. So right here's my 16s. Right, this is a very good return on collateral. Very good. That means high risk chance of assignment. Anything, I always say anything above like that 2.5%, you go into high risk territory. Okay. So even if we look at the delta here, look at this. This is what I'm saying. It's the delta is an 18. I'll even give it 20. 20% chance of assignment. That basically means. Come on now. Only a 80% chance of expiring worthless, and you're giving me 3% return on collateral? No. See, this is where the implied volatility, all the volatility of the market in general, all comes into play. That's why I always look at the actual collateral that I'm collecting, right? The 45 divided by your collateral, the premium divided by your collateral, that's going to give you your ultimate risk profile, okay? Don't worry. In my opinion, the delta and stuff like that, yeah, it's nice to look at, but not in like on a really volatile stock right now, or a stock that's really crashing down, because it's just anything can happen, right? So, the way I like to look at it is I ladder step my way down, and I can scatter my expirations. But for this example, let's say I like at 16, and then let's say I like 15s as well. So 15s between 27, let's just say $29 of premium. On this one, we're collecting $29 of premium, and I'm locking up $1,500 now, right? So what I did here is I'm grabbing the 15s as well for the same expiration date, okay? And this way, I'm getting about a 2% return here, a little bit more on this one, and it's my way of dollar cost averaging. Yes, I like to use cash secured puts as a way, worst case scenario, as a way of lowering my cost basis. The reality is, eventually, I believe that SoFi will eventually recover and hit all-time highs. So all of these assignments that I'm getting, I'm actually accumulating shares at a deep discount for myself that I can later then do covered calls on. Worst case, I can hopefully do covered calls immediately on them. So let's say this Friday, I end up actually getting assigned SoFi 100 shares of SoFi. Well, what my plan is, once I have these shares, and you're probably caught in a situation where it's like, hey, you got to sign at like 24 and you're not able to do covered calls. You do have options. You do, but honestly, you have to kind of think through, hey, do you want to like go a long dated option, or just wait a little bit, wait for the dust to settle? with a stock like SoFi, I'm not going to rush to do covered calls below my or at my cost basis. I'm just going to hold them. I don't want to, again, I really believe in this company, so I'll hold them and just wait a little bit. But like, for example, let's say I did get assigned, SoFi's trading at 18 in 30 days, and then I want to sell covered calls. So I flipped this from selling a put to selling a covered call. Now I'm saying I'm willing to sell 100 shares of SoFi for a certain price and on a certain date. Look at your call premiums right now, guys. Look at on the 19s, the call premiums, $130 of premium collected. Let's toss this into the covered call calculator. $130 of premium. The strike of the option is 19. Purchase strike, let's just say fictitiously 18. 7.5% return. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. But obviously, the higher you go in the strike price, the less likely it is to happen. And obviously, for that, you're collecting a lot less premium. Okay, but you have to. Right now, you're probably in a spot, and I am too, where it's like, hey, I've got these 21s that I'm assigned. Is it worth me doing 22s or even the 23s? So like, if looking at the 23s right here, I'll collect $27 of premium, right? So $27 of premium. The strike of the option is 23. My purchase price, let's say you were assigned at 21. Is it bad? I don't know. You got to make that decision for yourself. For me, it's not worth it for a stock like SoFi, because I genuinely believe that it will be back over like 20, especially over 21 fairly soon. And then at that point, I'll be able to collect a lot more premium as opposed to just making an emotional rash decision. Sometimes when we're running this wheel strategy, we get caught in a situation like this, especially on these volatile stocks, and we have to make a decision. Do we still believe in it? You can always cut your losses. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's doing weeklies as close to your strike price as possible, risk the assignment, but honestly, you're probably not going to end up even losing that much money. You'll probably just break even after you factor in all the premium you've collected on a stock. So you have to make that decision for yourself. But I dive a lot more into this, guys, in plain English in the Ark Options Strategy workshop. So click that link down below in the description of today's video. It's 90 minutes long, and at the end of it, I give you my 2 premium calculators as well as this full trade lock template completely for free at the end of it. Guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.